Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October. Newton on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Throwing on third down, Newton steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll try the air now with Newton. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Thompson from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. On second down, Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Escaping the pressure right. They find some open field here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, it's Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first complete.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Malik McDowell in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Yards on the return that time, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Now it's McNichols. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Newton. Flush to his right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. from the gun. Here's Newton. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever's...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. From the shotgun, Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Now he steps away. Got some room at the 30. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. One inside the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll run with Davis. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And 2, now Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On the ground, this is McNichols. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
On second down, here's Newton. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, it's third down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
A second quarter score from Carson. Chargers have jumped out to an early lead over the Raiders. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. After the interception, here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First down, Newton. And his throw here is incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, Plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Newton. And that is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. In motion, the tight end Reed. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. To throw on second down is Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Newton. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken from just outside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got some space here. And look out. I think he's going to go. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. But when you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
To throw is Wilson on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. By the way, they're into the second quarter now out in Carson. Chargers have jumped out to an early lead over the Raiders. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now Wilson on first down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Wilson to throw on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Seahawks on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. And they're going to go soft on the corners. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Fielded at the 33. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Here's McNichols. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Malik McDowell in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And he motions the wide receiver. Here's Newton now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Panthers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On first down, Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Wilson. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Seahawks on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson now operating from the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's got room. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be third down. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. On third down, it's Evans. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. To throw on second down. Newton toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. On first down, it's Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On second and 10, Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now Newton on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the offense has it first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be second and 12. On the run, it's McNichols. And some space here. He's to the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Again, it's McNichols as they stay on the ground. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 17-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
They go read option with Wilson, and this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he goes just beyond the 35, and that pretty move got him some extra space to run.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number one cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Zadarius Smith able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. On second down, here's Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27, 30, past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now Wilson on second down. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Seahawks on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Wilson. He's got Lockett. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And this one's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again here. Wilson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his man here. It's Green. It's a gain of 21 that time. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They go play action now. Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Wilson will throw again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And this looks to probably be the final play. One last shot for Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Carolina, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.